There is a specific kind of pain that no one really prepares you for. And it's not the pain of failing, it's the pain of succeeding quietly on your own path, only to realize that the people closest to you don't fully understand what you're doing or why you're doing it. You changed, you grew, you started walking towards something bigger than the life everyone around you had already imagined for you. And instead of support, you got questions like, are you sure about this? Isn't that risky? Or when are you going to do something normal? That sound like doubt wearing a mask, and nobody warns you that growth itself can feel lonely, especially when it happens inside a family that loved the old version of you a little more comfortably than they understand this new one. Here's a truth most people never say out loud. Not everyone is meant to understand your path, not even the people who raised you. Understanding requires a shared frame of reference. And when you choose a path that no one in your family has ever walked before, there simply isn't one for them to use. Family gave you so many things: love, protection, values, and a sense of who you were supposed to be. But along with all of that, they also gave you a kind of first draft of what life is meant to look like. And that draft was written long before you became who you're becoming now. So when you start living outside of it, it doesn't register to them as growth. It registers as danger. That reaction isn't rejection. It's fear quietly disguised as concern. They fear what they cannot predict. And an unconventional path is, almost by definition, unpredictable to anyone who has never walked one themselves. Ask yourself, how many times have you shrunk your own excitement because you are afraid of the look on someone's face when you shared it? How many times have you rehearsed how to explain your dream in smaller, safer words just so it wouldn't sound so unfamiliar? To the people you most needed to understand you, here is what you need to remember. Belief usually arrives late. It shows up after the results do, not before them. Your family may not understand your path today, but understanding follows proof. Your job right now isn't to convince anyone of anything. Your job is simply to keep walking far enough that the proof eventually speaks for itself. So let's talk honestly about what to do when the people closest to you don't get it. First, refuse to shrink your path just to make it easier for others to digest. Every time you minimize your goals to sound safer or more acceptable, you quietly betray the vision pulling you forward. Explain yourself with honesty, never with an apology. Second, separate love from agreement. Someone can love you completely and still not understand a single one of your choices. Those are two very different things, and confusing them is what makes this so painful. You don't need their agreement to keep moving. What you need is your own conviction. And third, give them time without handing over your vote. Family often needs time to catch up to a version of you they didn't see coming. But time to adjust is not a vote on whether you're allowed to proceed. Let them adjust at their pace while you keep moving at yours. The distance you feel right now isn't proof that something is broken. It's simply the transition cost of becoming someone new inside a system built around who you used to be. Many of the people history now calls visionaries were once simply misunderstood by the people closest to them. Not because their path was wrong, but because it was early. And being early and being wrong can look almost identical right up until time proves the difference. You may be early too. Think for a moment about the version of you who exists a year from now. That version either comes into being because you kept walking despite the confusion around you, or it never fully forms because you let that confusion talk you into stopping. The people who eventually earn understanding from their families are rarely the ones who argued their way into it. They're the ones who simply kept building, kept showing up, and kept becoming until the results made the explanation unnecessary. So here's what you really owe yourself. Right now, not a debate you win, not a speech that finally convinces them, just the discipline to keep walking your path, even while it remains unfamiliar to the people watching from the outside. Your family's understanding was never a requirement for your growth. Becoming who you're meant to become, that was always the goal. And that part, no one else gets to approve or deny it on your behalf. Only you can walk it. So keep walking.